it's Anissa from Color On Magazine in the Absurd Coloring Series, and today I'm going to show you how to color this moon. So I'm going to put this picture in the comments section so that you can see the detail a little bit better. I can see in the video that the some of the lighter dots in the middle aren't showing up. So this is from the December 2016 issue of Color On, and it was drawn by Travis Hansen. This is what it looks like blank. And I've started coloring part of the moon so that this tutorial doesn't last forever. So you're going to start with a light yellow pencil crayon and work out, and then switch to a brighter yellow pencil crayon and work into the light yellow a bit. You want to leave a bit of room because we're going to switch to a medium yellow, and then the last color will be a dark yellow. Or actually, it's more like a burnt orange or a rusty orange or something like that. Okay, so once you've gone all the way around, you want to kind of go in uneven strokes. If you watch the Let's Color Bright tutorial, I sort of walked everyone through how to do this technique, and that's the same technique as the one in that video. Then I'm switching to a darker yellow and working my way out but back into the bright yellow. For this one I'm not leaving a very big edge for the darkest color. I just want it to be a really sort of light, or a small accent. So I color pretty heavy. Press hard. You probably wouldn't have to. That's just how I do it because I like the really full, rich look. Okay, so once you make your way around with the darker yellow, then you're going to switch to this sort of rusty orange color and just go right along the edge. So I was actually going to try to do this one live, but I couldn't get it to work properly, so I ended up just doing a regular video tutorial. I might try that again sometime in the future. Alright, so work your way around. Definitely want uneven strokes so that you don't see the line. Okay. Then you're going to need for sure a blending pencil. And you go over those sections, pulling the colors into the next color like this, back and forth, so you're going in for the first time, and then the second time you're going to go, so you go like this, in, and then you're going to go up and down to smooth those streaks out. So you're pulling the color in basically, and then sort of not rubbing it out, but rubbing it so you get rid of those lines and it looks more like the color blended into there. You don't want to go from a really dark color into the light color. So like if I go over this orange part to pull it in, afterwards I'm definitely going to want to wipe off my tips so that I don't pull those dark colors back into too far into the middle. But same method here. Going in, pull as much color as you can into the next color, and then sideways to blend it out. My blending pencil's gotten quite short. I'm gonna either need to get one of those pencil extenders or get a new one here. I blow through these actually, which is unfortunate because on Amazon they're only an add-on, so I think with add-ons they only let you order like 3 at a time or something, so with every order I'm trying to order more blending pencils. Okay, so then your next color would be the dark yellow into the sort of brighter yellow. And then blend it out. This is a big area, so it takes a bit longer to blend all of that. Okay. So you can see the difference from this side to this side. This has got a softer yellow, where this is more like a kind of like a white yellow. So what I do now is I have Mr. Sketch water-based markers, and I'm taking this sort of creamy color, and I'm going to put dots all over the light yellow. So I gotta work kind of quickly so it doesn't dry up, but I'll just show you quickly what I'm doing. So I'm just doing dots everywhere. And then I'm just taking my finger and sort of smearing that all over the pencil crayon. It gives it a creamier look. So water-based marker, I think alcohol-based markers would dry too quick, and I don't think that they would smear as well over the pencil crayon as the water-based ones do. It doesn't have to be Mr. Sketch, it just happens that this is the one water-based marker that I own, or one of the few water-based markers that I own. And I love them because they smell so good. Okay, so once you've got that kind of creamy layer down, you're going to want to go just this, like a lighter yellow. And don't go all the way into, you don't want to start on the light. You're going to go more where the light meets the bright part, because you're blending those two together. So again, just put a bunch of dots down. And then with your finger, just rub it in. I think you could probably use, if you don't want to use your finger, I mean it's just easier for me, so that's what I use. You probably could use a Q-tip or makeup pad or something like that. I don't know, I haven't tried it, but... So this one's darker, just kind of rub it in, blends those two colors together. Then you're switching to the darker yellow, and you're going over top of this bright dark area. Again, just put a whole bunch of dots going in for like around this part and into the darkest part a little bit. So you're basically working your way out in the same way that you did with the pencil crayons, but with the water-based marker. Rub it in. And then I take this brown, kind of like a light brown, and I go just around the edges. With the dark color, you want to make sure you're not putting as many dots as you did with the light ones, and you want to hit them quickly, because if they dry out, it leaves too much streak. So I just do like 3, and then I work those in. So just 1, 2, 3 like that, and then quickly just kind of smear those around the outside. So work your way down, outlining it. And it gives it a bit of a dark edging. If you got too dark in one area, just rub it out a little bit harder. And you can see. And then if you feel like one area didn't get hit enough, like in here, I'll just go back over with the creamy sort of yellow color. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Then what I do is I start with, the creamy color is too light, so I start with the light yellow, and then I start just adding dots to the middle, working out a little bit. You can see. Now with those, I just touch them. Now you're not rubbing them, you just touch them so that they don't look like obvious marker. It just kind of smudges them in a little bit. And then I go to the darker yellow, or sorry, like the brighter yellow. Keep working out. And again, just go through and kind of dab them. Then, because I don't have the right brown in Mr. Sketch, the water base, these are alcohol markers, but because I'm just doing the dots, it's not as big of a deal. So I take the lighter of the two and just kind of start dotting it in. And again, you want to kind of just dab those ones. And then the darker of the two. And this one I just kind of work in from the outside borders. And just dab it. And then this darker water-based brown I use just for the black circles that the artist has drawn in to add a darker highlight. So I just dot over top. And then that, you see how that turns out, so you want to definitely dab that a bit to give it a sort of muted look, I guess. Muted look. And then, if any of them are too much, just kind of keep smearing it out a little bit. And there you go. So that was pencil crayons, light yellow, bright yellow, dark yellow, and then a kind of rusty orange with a blending pencil. And then I used water-based markers. I used personally Mr. Sketch, but I think any water-based marker would work. And I went from a kind of light cream to a light yellow, bright yellow, final dotting with the dark brown. And then I used these chameleon markers because I didn't have the right brown in Mr. Sketch, just to add a few dots in. And then the finished picture looks like this. Okay, so I hope that helped, and I'll be back in a week or two, probably 2 weeks because it's almost Christmas, with another tutorial for you all.